Buenas, caballeros. Estamos en... Bueno, esto. Sí, segunda parte. ¿Por qué me está pidiendo esto? 9. De todo. Soy inteligentes. No cambia. No sé. Esta liparable se ha convertido en... Tío, me están pidiendo un ajuste la barra de la... Pues vale. Pues vale. Sí. Sí. Jolín, que no he venido aquí para un maldito examen. No hay nadie cerca de mí. ¿Por qué se ha vuelto un juego de miedo? No. Ah, no, acerca de ti. Ayuda. No. Sí. No entiendo nada. No entiendo nada, pero vale. ¿Qué? ¿Qué narices? No he entendido absolutamente nada. Pero bueno, venga. A liarla otra vez. Me han hecho un maldito examen. Sí, está cortado lo del clic porque pensaba que se me iba. Sí, ya lo he visto, que yo lo he visto. Jolín, que ya lo he visto, pesado. Uy, fino, señores. A ver. No he tocado absolutamente nada del juego, pero se me ha ideado algunas cosas que podemos hacer. Tal y soy yo en la vida social. En la vida social. Es que literal. Todos le abandonan. A ver. Sí, por ahí. Nos dijo que no, así que por aquí. ¿Listo? Listo.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Qué guapo. Qué guapo la exposición de mi colegio. Una exposición de mi colegio. A ver. Si voy para abajo, bueno, para arriba. Arriba. En otro episodio iremos para abajo.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could
Si hay para meter un código.
The keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra.
No me digas que me lo va a decir el maldito narrador. A ver. 2, 8, 4, 5. Te oigo. No me gusta nada.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Me está dando miedo. ¿Por qué? Buena pregunta. ¿Voy por aquí? Sí, supongo. Supongo que es por aquí. Supongo. No sé. ¿Esto va a durar menos? ¿Qué? Qué raro que haya pantalla de carga. Normalmente no pantalla de carga.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ahora, vamos. Nah, sin miedo al éxito. ¿Qué? Escape. Nah. Nah, no quiero morir. ¿Eh? Esto es lo de... Esto es del anterior capítulo. ¿Qué? Este no lo sabe que yo estaba aquí. El narrador no sabe que estaba aquí. Bastantes veces. Botón.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Ah.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
Pues qué bien.
lives of so many individuals.
Qué bien, me estaban espiando todo el tiempo.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally
¿Por qué parece la backrooms
monitored
siempre?
space where
Tío, ¿por qué
freedom
parece siempre la backrooms? Es que no sé, tío. ¿Por qué? Ascensor.
This mind-controlled facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason?
A ver, si hay cámaras grabándote, pues muy normal no es, y encima te han grabado toda tu vida. Hay cosas que no hemos visto, Hay cosas que no hemos visto de la cámara.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Si la aceptado al minuto 1.
Someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
El minuto 1 que conozco este juego, ya sé qué va a pasar.
Entire life utterly blind to the world.
Sí.
But here was the proof.
¿Esto?
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this.
¿Vamos a acabar con esto?
And as the cold reality of his past began to
A ver.
Stanley decided
On o
that
off.
this machinery would never again
Le damos a on.
exert its terrible
Nah,
power.
off. Au. Tío, ¿por qué? Jolín, no es de miedo, es comedia más o menos. Pero es que no sé por qué me da miedo. ¿Jesucristo?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No sé, dímelo tú.
Yes.
¡Eh!
He had won. He had defeated
¡La luz!
the machine,
¡La luz!
himself from someone else's command.
¡Sigue la luz!
Was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly
Que de
opened,
verdad,
Stanley
se abre más rápido una puerta de mi casa, tío.
Where had his
Lo hemos
total
conseguido.
gone?
Lo
How
hemos
had he been
conseguido.
freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this
Lo he
strange
conseguido.
hold?
Yo
But
voy.
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized
Ja.
none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that
Ja,
he was
paranoia.
seeking, but
Stanley 1-0.
perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
Stanley 1. Paranoia 0.
No longer would anyone tell him where to
Tío,
go
¿por qué estoy yendo al infinito y más allá?
or how to feel.
No.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his,
Árboles.
and that was all
Árboles.
he needed to know.
Casa.
It was
Casa.
perhaps the
¿Es
only
una casa?
thing worth knowing.
No sé, una casa,
Stanley
una fábrica o yo qué
stepped through the
sé.
open door.
Oye, ¿por qué narices hay algo negro? ¿Por qué
Stanley
narices
felt
el
the
edificio
cool
negro?
breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
¿Te imaginas? Créditos. Me he pasado el juego. ¿Te imaginas? No, me va a reiniciar. Ya verás. Me va a reiniciar, ¿verdad? O me manda directamente a la pantalla. Reinicio. Ah, no, me reinicia. Jolín. Menuda paranoia. Vale.
All of his coworkers
Ahora,
were gone. What could he
en
do?
la... Bueno, creo que ya no
Stanley decided to
da
go to the
tiempo,
meeting
pero...
room. Perhaps he had simply
Vamos a
misremembered.
intentar hacer cosas que no hemos hecho. A ver.
When Stanley came to a
Izquierdas.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Izquierda.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Venga.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Turururu.
Stanley
Modo speedrun,
decided
modo
to go
speedrun.
up to his boss's office.
Pa' abajo.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
abajo.
office.
Uy.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy,
No sé por qué, pero esto
why
va.
had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone
Salida.
had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Eh?
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
¿Qué?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason.
Coca-Cola.
It made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
¿Trae verdad?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Algunas horas te enteras nada, vamos.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Oh, pueden acabar rápido.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
¿Qué?
Then he
¿Qué
imagined
nariz?
himself
¿Qué?
soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so
¿Qué
much fun,
nariz?
and Stanley marveled that he had
¿Esto es un
still
sueño?
woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question
Is
of
this
all
it's a
entered
dream?
Stanley's head. One he was
Is
amazed
this
he
it's a
hadn't
dream?
asked himself sooner.
No.
Why is there a
Coca-Cola.
voice in my head
No.
dictating
Estoy
everything
flotando.
I'm doing and thinking?
Literalmente, sigo flotando.
Now the voice was describing
con
itself being
facilidad.
considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Por
I'm dreaming about a
favor.
voice describing me, thinking about how
Ella.
it's describing
¿Eh?
my thoughts, he thought.
Como ella.
And while he
No
thought
soy
it was
mujer.
very odd and wondered
Creo.
if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that of course this was not a dream. How could it be?
Tengo que
Was
estar todo el
Stanley
rato
simply
caminando,
deceiving
en serio.
himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Por favor,
Now, hearing the
narrador.
voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely,
No,
if he
man.
could just...
¿Ves yo?
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Nope.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Tiene esposa, Stanley.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's all.
Le puedo parar.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
¿En serio, tío?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Nah, pues supongo que lo dejaremos hasta aquí. Porque no me da tiempo. Porque... Bueno, me voy a cagar en lo de los 15 minutos. Bueno, pues hasta la próxima, cracks.